when I'm in a mud league.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Let's go. Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Knicks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, he's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go. Now the work. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run. Deuce.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Quick dad. Anyway. Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll take this one near. The 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, 56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Come on, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Nix. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Cross.
To throw again. Nix. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Nix. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Got it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix dancing to his left. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. 59. X3. 218, chop. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing again. Nix. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Redskins 14, Giants 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Exit.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On the draw, this is Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2nd down and inches. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Get it roll. West.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too, so the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Get him, boy! Slam!
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. On the run, it's Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He wasn't ready!
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming for you, son.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, And that way you often control the game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 66, pull it, half. Go now. 53's the mic, 53, check 53. Here we go, D.
This is Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
They're not ready for this. They still
To throw again. Nix. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Nix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Sterling Shepard. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
We got this.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards.
6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a carry for Brown. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Redskins 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Defense all day. All day. Check. Check 24. Check 24. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Reuben Foster picks it. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Topper! Off the play fake. Nix going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Echo.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch made by Slayton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno.
Looking to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Nix flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
From the gun, Nix. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Ready! 60 outlaw, Greystone, travel.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. Let's go.
On first down, Nix going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Giants 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Second and long. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our field.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Set. Ball trot. 53 is the mic. Don't get nervous. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Cut. Let's run.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike, 53.
They'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. All day, dog. 53's the mic. Hey. I got one.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Big rip.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man there complete to Gallup. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. He finds Hopkins complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to the ground, Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
53, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch out. Shift.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want.